And it's almost time for me to go. It's almost time for me to go, and I'm so scared.
That's exactly how long after Cheryl Turner's remains were found that law enforcement made an arrest in her case.
This is a burden that I had to sleep with for days.
On January 24th, a human torso was pulled from the Ouachita River.
Just from the very beginning of the case, it's not very often that we would have a case like this.
After DNA testing and a, quote, vigilant investigation by 4 separate law enforcement agencies, the Turner family is one step closer to finding answers.
This is a very sick individual, so I'm going to do everything in my power to make it to him.
We're a team. We're not a very big department, but we're a team. And it's not much go unsolved in Catahoula Parish, I tell you that.
His case will be presented to a Ouachita grand jury.
If it was our families, we would expect no less from another agency to do it for us, so whatever we expect.
All right, what's up with the YouTube fam? I'm back again with another video, and before I jump into the video, I just want to start it off with some positivity and tell all my supporters out there that I do appreciate y'all, and I hope that everything did go good today during your day, or it will go good today during your day, just depending on when you see this video or when I post this video. But anyway it goes, I'm simply wishing y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of your life, and when I say that, I'm only talking to my supporters and to those who are reciprocating the same energy back to me, or to those who are telling me the same thing back in return. But other than that, let's go ahead and move forward into this video, because we got a crazy situation, and I mean a crazy situation. So before I move forward into the video, I definitely have to say RIP to this young lady. This right here is becoming too common, man, but we're gonna get into that. Let me go ahead and show some love to the family though. I want to send my condolences out to the family, and I'm gonna try to find the GoFundMe link to put it in the comment section as well, so y'all will be able to find it. Y'all know I rarely do that, but I feel like I should do that, you feel me? But anyway, let's go ahead and move forward into the situation at hand. RIP to her, send my love and condolences to y'all, and I hope that everything will be okay over time. I know it will take time, but overall, I just wish y'all nothing but the best. But basically, long story short, there was a young lady who went missing. She met a dude on the line, and ultimately, you know, the dude ended up meeting up with her. His name is Anthony Holland. He's 29, she was 19, and he said they were in a relationship. He said that they were together, basically, you know, and that ain't true in my personal opinion. I feel like it was a catfish situation, but I just don't know, and everything I'm saying right now in this very segment right here is all, you know, my speculations. But to the facts of the case, they met online. She was assaulted, you know, he took advantage of her. He dismembered her and put her body into the water. There's so many different things I want to say about this situation, but I do want to say that a lot of people need to take heed in who they are dealing with, and who they are communicating with, and who they're sharing their personal space and energy and time with as well, because you never know who you're dealing with, man. So many different people put on so many different facades consistently, to the point where you will never know who you're dealing with until you actually dealing with them. And what I mean by that is over time, you feel me? But it was another situation where a young lady lost her life in the same exact manner. You know, met him online. Y'all remember I did that video if you've been rocking with the channel. She met him online, ended up doing the same exact thing. And I feel like that this is crazy, bro. Everybody out here, you know, trying to be Jeffrey Dahmer and, you know, be crazy and stuff like that. And that ain't what's up at all, man. You know, you got to really value yourself and your time these days, because you really just don't know who the hell you're dealing with. It be crazy fuckers out here just getting a thrill out of doing stuff like this. Like I always say, man, they say demonic, and they allow certain entities to control them, you feel me? And at the same time, like I said, they allow it. They want this. That's just how they are. Some people get a thrill out of doing things like this. They really think that they are in a movie, and this is real life. I don't really, you know, go for all of that mental, you know, people are always trying to get somebody a pass by saying it was their mental health and stuff like that. Mental health is real, true enough, but at the same time, you got to realize a lot of these people are doing what they want to do. So don't ever put that to the side, man. This beautiful young lady did not deserve that. I feel like that, you know, it's such a, it's basically robbery, man, to keep on taking these young women away from their families, and they're not even getting a chance to go ahead and live their life and flourish and experience certain things, you feel me? But it is what it is. We're finna get into the video. I seen the family's rebuttal and stuff like that, and it just touched me. And to see, you know, the way that they're riding for her, that's what's up, man, for real, for real. But let's go ahead and get into the video.
It's a case that law enforcement says they've never seen before. I'm Anna Fisher, your Iberia Parish reporter, and I'm following up on the investigation of Cheryl Turner, a New Iberia woman whose body was found dismembered in a river hours away from her home. Back in February, I sat down with Cheryl's family after her body was identified by the Catahoula Sheriff's Department.
We went from us busting our head about if it was her or not to how did she go?
Now, a little over a month later, Detective Dwayne Littleton tells me information is slowly trickling in.
We have been reaching out to several of the social media platforms that the victim had been using, trying to identify who she's been in communications with and who all she had been talking to, and possibly identifying who she had went to stay with.
If you have any information regarding Cheryl's case, the Catahoula Sheriff's Department asks that you contact them immediately. Reporting in New Iberia, I'm Anna Fisher, your Iberia Parish reporter, KATC TV3. It's been 3 months since the remains of 23-year-old Cheryl Turner were recovered from the Ouachita River. I'm Anna Fisher, your Iberia Parish reporter, and now, after thorough investigation, authorities have made an arrest in this case.
Tell me something good.
90 days.
90 days.
Got it.
That's exactly how long after Cheryl Turner's remains were found that law enforcement made an arrest in her case.
This is a burden that I have to sleep with for days.
On January 24th, a human torso was pulled from the Ouachita River.
Just from the very beginning of the case, it's not very often that we would have a case like this.
After DNA testing and a, quote, vigilant investigation by 4 separate law enforcement agencies, the Turner family is one step closer to finding answers.
This is a very sick individual, so I'm going to do everything in my power to make it to every court session, to do everything in my power to make sure this guy never hurts anyone again.
On Tuesday, West Monroe police arrested 29-year-old Anthony Pierce Holland Jr. in connection with Cheryl's murder.
Don't have a whole lot of details about him. I know they met through social media, and that's how they got connected.
He has been booked into the Ouachita Parish Detention Center for second-degree in connection with this case.
Not only did we not have all the evidence to go with it, he gave a full confession.
According to court documents we've obtained from Ouachita Parish, the suspect admitted to both and dismissing the victim. He later deposited the remains and his weapons into some water that feeds into the Ouachita River where Cheryl was found.
Crazy
Us work close together, and we're a team. We're not a very big department, but we're a team. And there's not much go unsolved in Catahoula Parish, I tell you that.
His case will be presented to a Ouachita grand jury.
If it was our families, we would expect no less from another agency to do it for us. So whatever we expect for us, we're going to do for family.
Story tonight, an arrest is made in a case in which a New Iberia woman's remains were found in the Ouachita River. NBC 10's Haley Hines joins us live in the studio with more on this chilling story.
That's right, Kyla. 29-year-old Anthony Pierce Holland Jr. has been arrested and charged in the death of 19-year-old Cheryl Turner. And we do want to warn you, some of the details in this case may be. On January 24, 2024, the partial remains of Cheryl Turner were discovered in Catahoula Parish by a local boater. Catahoula Parish detectives began their investigation by conducting an autopsy and several DNA tests to identify the victim. The remains matched the description of Cheryl Turner, who had not been heard from since January 1st. On April 23, 2024, Anthony Pierce Holland Jr., a West Monroe resident, was arrested and questioned by detectives of the West Monroe Police Department. According to court documents, authorities learned that on January 1st, Holland picked up the victim from New Iberia in a black Toyota Corolla and traveled back to Ouachita Parish. According to the Catahoula Parish Sheriff's Office, on January 2nd, the victim's phone connected to Wi-Fi near Holland's home on Trenton Street in West Monroe. On the same day at 11:26 p.m., the victim's phone stopped transmitting messages via text now. Traffic cameras show Holland's vehicle in the area near where the body was located 4 days prior to the discovery of the remains. Medical examiners confirmed that the time frame in which the remains were in the river was consistent with the time frame when Holland's vehicle was seen in the area. The autopsy report indicated that the victim sustained fatal injuries to her neck and was allegedly assaulted by Holland. Holland admitted to and disposing of the victim in a body of water that feeds into the Ouachita River. Holland was charged with second-degree murder and was not granted a bond after appearing in court today. He is expected to return to court on Friday, April 26th.
And see, that's what I be talking about. All this court. Why are we wasting taxpayers' dollars on people like this? I'm going to continue saying this forever. This is a waste of time. I really still wish, like I'm always say forever, that they need to hand him over to the family and let them get their eye for an eye. You want to go out here doing certain things and stuff like that, you need to be held accountable fully, 100%. There's no way in the head, and I don't advocate or promote violence at all, but I definitely do believe in an eye for an eye, especially when you're out here robbing people of their life, their existence, their legacy. You're tarnishing people's whole life, and then you just gotta look at everything that you're doing, bro. Just because you got some weird, freaky, weirdo ass fetishes and stuff like that, why would you still want to mess with somebody that don't want to mess with you? How could you even be aroused by that? That shit don't make no sense to me, bro, and it never will. And I just know that the men in the family really want to take care of this, man. It's just sad that you can't get out here and do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. Like I said, I don't advocate or promote violence, but I definitely believe in an eye for an eye. You out here taking people's daughters and shit. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. And then you get the chance to go on trial and all the other type of stuff, but you already confessed. What are we doing here? You feel me? What are we doing? Why are we doing this? Let's go. Let's get back into it.
Information on this story, you can visit our website at myarklymist.com. Reporting live in the studio for your Arklymist.
An arrest is made in connection with part of a body that was found in the Ouachita River. Good evening to you. I'm Jennifer Andrews. Jasmine Bingham joins us now with the update. Jasmine?
What's up, Jasmine?
Jennifer, West Monroe police say the suspect admitted to later discovering the body of the woman in his home. Catahoula Parish Sheriff's Office say in January the torso of a body identified as Cheryl Turner of New Iberia was found in the Ouachita River. West Monroe police investigators say her family believes she became involved in a romantic relationship over text messages with someone from West Monroe. Through forensic data and surveillance, the suspect was identified as Anthony Holland Jr. West Monroe police arrested him yesterday. They say he has admitted to her and putting her remains in water that feeds into the Ouachita River. A man who lives at the apartments where Holland lived says he's in shock.
We've been kind of scared all day. We're talking about, trying to maybe find a new place.
It
definitely leaves a feeling of uneasiness. Yeah. Didn't see a body, just saw a mattress that had a stain on it. So that it really confirmed the suspicions that we were kind of fearing, that it looked like it was somebody who was murdered over there.
I'd have got the hell up out of there.
Holland was booked into the Ouachita Parish Correctional Center for one count of second-degree murder. Both Catahoula Sheriff and West Monroe police say the investigation is continuing.
In New Iberia, a vigil is being held for the 19-year-old girl whose body was found in the Ouachita River in late January. News 10's Dawson D'Amico joins us live from where the vigil will be taking place.
This is crazy, man. I hate this.
Yes, Britt, as you just said, the vigil is actually going to be taken right here. We're at the corner of Center and Admiral Doyle Street for 19-year-old Cheryl Turner and her family to be able to pay their respects to everyone in the community to come with it. As Britt just mentioned, Turner's body was actually found in the Ouachita River in Catahoula Parish in late January. Turner was reported missing in early January by family and friends, and as of February 15th, the FBI is now assisting in the investigation with other authorities. And as I just said, the vigil is going to be set right here, and then tomorrow there's going to be another event about a luncheon. Will last all day long, and it's all going to be able to raise money for Turner and her family to pay for funeral expenses.
This is crazy,
and everything's going to be happening in just about an hour at 6 o'clock, so if you have time to come by and pay your respects, please do so. Live in New Iberia, Dawson D'Amico.
Dang, man, that's the end of that situation, man. I just hope that he can get the maximum. I really wish it wasn't no court proceedings and hearings and all of that other stuff, man. He confessed to what he did. First of all, he did what he did. He confessed to what he did. And now he get to go ahead and keep on breathing and eating and living his life in jail. Then he gonna end up liking on them bars up in there. So shit, he really gonna be in heaven damn near, And I feel like that it shouldn't be like that, bro. You in somebody else's life, I feel like, And I also want to say that this goes for young men as well, A lot of people always look at the women and stuff like that. But you gotta look at the young men as well too. They getting tricked and catfished and stuff like that, man. Make sure you know who you're dealing with. FaceTime these people. Know who you are dealing with as best as possible. And don't ever let nobody come into your personal space or go where you are and things like that as well. Be careful and mindful of what the hell is going on in this day and age. We're in the middle of a spiritual warfare and people are losing back to back to back. So watch out. It is what it is, man. You know, and I know a lot of people do grow from certain things that they do certain things, but certain things are unforgivable and some things you just don't, you know, get up out of your system. Like they say, man, when somebody get their first taste of blood, it's just like a whole nother appetite gets created. And I feel like that once somebody get to moving the way that he moved, it ain't no coming back from that. They need to go ahead and eliminate the problem. But hey, it is what it is. I want to know your personal thoughts and opinions. Like I said before, y'all can donate. I really don't be doing this often, but I feel like, you know, these families be needing it, man. Times are hard as hell these days, for real, for real. So I can definitely understand that, especially when you got unnecessary stuff like this happening, you feel me? But hey, it is what it is. Let me know your personal thoughts and opinions on the whole situation. If you made it to the end, I definitely appreciate you more than anybody else. Thank y'all, and I will holler at y'all later on another video. RIP to her, and I want to send my condolences out to the family one more time. Y'all have a good night, all right, or day, whatever, whenever y'all see this video. All right.